Welcome along. This is Virtual Farmer and we are back on Kinlaig, and once again we are out of money. I was not expecting us to have run out of money again today, and the only contracts that are actually worth anything, or the contract that is worth the most money at the moment, is down here at field 16, and it is another weeding contract. So I'm going to blast through this as quickly as I can. Let's accept that contract. There is another one which is worth no, there's a wood transport contract, but yeah, there's another weeding contract, but we need to crack on with this one. Let's get the steering assist on. I don't like the angles on this, so we're going to set this to 90 degrees. Like so. And actually, I think we could go back slightly or over slightly. 95. That's a little bit better. I don't think. It's not much in it, to be honest. Ideally, I would like to do that. Although... yeah, that is steering assist. Okay, let's get the lines on. We'll start in this corner here, and we'll try out our little New Holland tractor. Absolutely cracking piece of kit, this. Interestingly, there we go. I hadn't connected up the hoses. That is now done there. Let's get on my first line. Right, and this is going to very much be a case of how quickly can I blast through this field. We've only got 5 hours and 37 minutes, so there's not a huge amount of time. We do need to get some fertilizing done on our own farm, but I need to deal with this money shortage, especially as it's only going to get worse next month. Kind of hoping we might get some cultivating contracts soon, but... middle of the year, I think they're going to be a bit light on the ground. Making some good, quick progress on this contract. We are about halfway through. We've spent about an hour on it. Yeah, we started... no, we set it back up about 2 hours on it. So we're looking at finishing around about lunchtime, which is perfect. Once again, this has given me time to think about the state of our farm and how we can move forwards. And there was a mod released which I think would be a realistic way of adding more to the farm without spending really any money. And that would be to install the 5G mod. So there's a 5G tower mod. It is a generator mod. It generates money. It doesn't cost anything, doesn't cost any upkeep. And I say this is realistic because in real life, that's how it works. You rent out a piece of land to the telecoms company, and they pay you money for having that 5G tower on your property. So my thought is place one of those. I think that would be fair. I think placing more than one would be cheating, but I think placing one would be a good way to get some regular income to the farm without being overly cheaty. And it also fits in with what we're doing around here, because our farm is nicely up on the hill. It would be a great place to have a 5G tower for Kinlaig. And and I can absolutely see a telecoms company wanting to play something there. Let me know though down in the comments what you think. Do you think that would be a good way for us to go on this series? And maybe in the next month, if you guys think that is a good way to go, we might get one installed and hopefully bring a little bit more stability to the farm. I think this will be the last row that we have. We're at 99%. In fact, there we go. Contract is done. I'm going to run through this last row here, though, and then we're going to head back up to the farm. We've done it by 11:20, so we've made really good progress today. not dawdled or hung around on this too much. Let's lift that up. Right. So I'm going to head back up to the farm. We will get our money cleared and then we'll go from there. In fact, I'm going to do this before we head back because there's a weeding contract. Oh, the weeding contract is right by our farm, but it's not worth too much. So let's get that bale wrapping contract. Would be perfect. Right, let's complete this though. Collect that. That gets us back out of trouble. And in fact, I wonder if that bale wrapping contract would allow us to maybe look at getting a piece of equipment that would mean we can make a load of money off silage bales as well. Before we continue on the farm, this video is brought to you in partnership with the awesome people at Apex Gaming PCs. I've teamed up with Apex Gaming PCs to create a custom line of PCs suitable for everyone from beginner farmers to virtual farming experts. And the highest spec machines are also perfect for streaming and content creation. So there's never been a better time to go check them out. As that is the one piece of kit we are definitely in search of, I'm just going to pop into the shop on my way. We have got a little bit of time here to get back. There we go. All right, let's pop out and have a look and see what we got. Yeah, there's a few interesting things in the shop today. There's an M8 series for half price, which would be a lot of horsepower for us. There's an Outlander, actually, which would be cheaper than the current car we have. But what I want to have a look at is a bale wrapper. And there's a few options here. 16,000 for that. To lease that, we could put this on a 3-point. So 3-point or front loader. That would cost us to lease it 867. And the contract would be 495. But it's up on field 31. I don't know. I think that's quite a good investment for that. But I'm not sure it's what I need to do today. We do need a bale wrapper. And we do need to get a hold of one. For now, I think we'll head back to the farm. And we'll get that fertilizer on our field. And I'll have a think about it while we're doing that. We've got the time. So there's 27 hours on that contract. I could go and wrap bales later in the day, but we do need to get the stuff done on our farm. It would be very useful to have that money though. But let's drop our weeder off here by the roller. That's nicely in place here. Doesn't need to be in a shed. If I needed to be in a shed, we could always put one down here. I'm wondering how much this building is worth. Let's see, because this is covered 68,000. Wow. An old machinery shed or something like that we could have around here. That would save us a huge amount of cash. Yeah, something like that in its place where we can store stuff underneath, which is 27,000. That would give us a lot of money. A lot of money. I mean, the other shed that we've got over the other way, that's a bit big. But yeah, there are definitely options here. I mean, 60,000, okay, we wouldn't save a lot. But that would be a replacement of a similar sized shed. Yeah, there are definite options to improve that. That's getting more and more expensive at this point. I would want to put something in that isn't going to cost us a huge amount of money. And just a one side open shed like this. Actually, for 3,500 would go in that space really nicely. And that would allow me to get the bale wrapper as well. I think that is a definite way to go. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Oh, we've got the bales in here. We're going to have to move those bales. Let's go and do the spreading for, in fact, no, we'll do this while it's raining. Let's get the combine out then. We'll do this while it's raining, and then we can go and rearrange things afterwards. So we're gonna park the combine up by the side of the house like that. Then I'm gonna have to go and grab my wheel loader here. Start that up. Lift. And where am I going to put these bales? I think we might be able to put these. Then we've got some storage around the far side where I can go and put these. But this basically here, this is a silage clamp. So what I'm going to do is we're going to sell this silage clamp to buy a wrapper. And we should be able to get a decent wrapper for the amount of money we'll have with this silage clamp. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll get this sold. We're gonna put these bales over here in this lean-to. They'll be out of the rain and nicely sorted and stored, and then we'll put that shed in. 3,500 is a very nice price for that shed. Put that in there, and we will be sitting fairly pretty. We may have to extend or move the walls. We'll see what happens. We'll see how things work out. But I think, yeah, this will be a good way to do things, and keep us working. And sort us out at least until harvest comes along. Last stack of 3 bales, and then this shed is empty. I can't believe this building is worth as much as it is. I did toy with the idea of getting rid of this building, getting rid of the barn that we're not using at the far end, and buying the fish, the fish breeding area. Because we can make money from fish breeding really easily, and it really irks me that I've not got that started yet. We only have 3,283 in the bank though. I think if we can turn things around a little bit, start getting some money in from silage, we'll be able to get the fish breeding a lot quicker. But yeah, we're not gonna do that right now. I do want to get that done soon though, and I think the key to that is going to be sorting this out today. Okay, so what else have we got? So as I said, we've got this building here to sell, we've got this building here to sell. I think I might get rid of both of them just to give us some money in the pot. That will last us a few months. So let's sell this one. Covered bunker silo. Sell that. Yes. 68,000 does give us a bit of a hole here with our wall. And then we're going to sell this as well, seeing as we are here. 23,337. Yes. Okay. That takes us up to just shy of the money that we would need to do the cows. Also, it's got rid of all of the junk in the yard as well, which is really interesting. So I'm quite happy with that. So this shed here that is open on one side, I kind of want to put this way round, so that we've got a decent amount of space. I don't know what object that's overlapping with. I have a feeling that might be those stones. So we'll push that back a little bit. And this will give us some more covered storage space. What is that long one there? Oh, wow, that is huge. For 5,000. And then we got, yeah, things like that. I don't think the rest of this is anything that I want to do. I think that one there is going to be my best bet. So yeah, let's do that. And then I'm going to alter the wall a little bit to get that as close as I can. Like so. There we go. And then we want to get the wall in as well. So fences, I don't know which wall that is, but I'm hoping it's this one. Let's see, is that the same wall? It's not. No, that's not the same wall. That one maybe. Yeah, that is connecting to that. And it actually goes out a little bit at an angle there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to escape that. We're going to take this wall, yeah, and take that up to about there and there. Right, there we go. So not that straight a wall in the corner, but we now have a nice big shed here that we can put stuff in. And this area is then cordoned off, and then off the back here we've got more space to play with, which is perfect. So I'm gonna get my combine put away now that we've got a new shed for it, and we might be able to put some other bits away as well. I've shunted things around the yard a little bit. We've got the budding trailer going in this shed along with the combine, so that stuff can sit in there rather nicely like that. And now with the rain just stopping at this point and yeah, just dying down, we can go and switch tractors and get some clearing done. Get some fertilizing done. Sorry, we do need the bigger tractor for this, but that'll be perfect. There we go. Let's switch over into our TM175 and go and spread some fertilizer on our field. Our bank balance is looking so much healthier now, but I do want to go and grab myself that wrapper, and maybe we can get ourselves into an even better position going into next month. Just really depends on how much time we have left today. There is one problem I have. This had no fertilizer in it. It only had lime, so I've got to go and refill it. Now, if I'm filling this up, I think that a wrapper is probably not going to be on the cards. It's going to cost us 18,000. We could probably, both of those are really short on time. I think we'll probably end up filling this up and then looking to see if we can get some spreading going in the near future, because solid fertilizer is expensive. And I can see this costing us 18,000 to fill this. So I'm not going to do that. It's cost us 11,000 to put in what I put in. This should be enough to do our field, though, given the size of our field compared to other fields that are contract ones. So, yeah, if we can do our own field and then see where we go from there, that would be great. I very much like to get as much of the cost of this fertilizer back as I possibly can. Okay, off the road into our field. I don't think that's going to destroy the crop. No, it's not. Perfect. So let's... This is not going to take many passes. Wow. Okay. So, first one. Yep. And away we go. This should go... Wow, we have next to no nitrogen on here, so this is going to take a lot to do the job, but I think we're still going to have some left over at the end. We've used 10% and I've just finish the headlands. So it's going quite far. We've got a good coverage with this. This is going to make our field absolutely perfect as far as the nitrogen goes. We've got no weeds on here either, which is great. So the weeding that we did straight after planting seems to have worked, which is great news. Yeah, basically our field of oats here is in really good condition. So this should have a decent yield off it this year, which is going to make, well, that's going to be fantastic for us. We really need to get some money in off this if we're going to progress. And that is it done. We are left with 40%. So if I can possibly make money off this fertilizer, that would be great. Otherwise, we're looking at getting a wrapper. And a wrapper, ideally, I'd like to get the goel. Although I may go look for some and see what we can find. That one we could do, but it's going to be a bit slower. That might do for what we're doing on the farm, to be honest. That's not holding a huge amount of wrap, but that would probably do pretty well. And yeah, support roller on the back. So I'm very tempted actually to go pick one of those up. First, I'm going to have a look at what we can do. So there's not really enough time to do either of those fertilizing contracts, as annoying as that is. There is a good weeding contract over on 26. Whether we could get that finished today, I don't know. We might send the weeder over there actually to get that done. Everything else, yeah, and the bale wrapping pays pretty well. I think we're going to send our weeder over there to get that done. It may not be finished today, but that is nearly 5,000 that would get finished for tomorrow. And yeah, that would help offset the cost quite considerably on that. This can go back in this shed here for now, though. We may pick up a fertilizing contract next time. Not going to be a huge amount to do on our farm in May, other than actually cutting the grass and making some silage bales. So we will drop that off there. And yeah, I think I'm going to take my T6 out and we will go and get started on that weeding contract. I really love this little T6. It's been a fantastic tractor for us to get on the farm. It is doing the jobs that we need it to really well. It's got a little bit more horsepower than the John Deere, and as a purchase goes, I'm really happy with it. It's also a really nice place to be, so from that point of view, it's been perfect. I'm not going to stay here, though, and go through the whole of this field. We will leave it here for today. Don't forget to let us know in the comments, though. Do you think that we should grab a 5G mask and get a bit of income that way? As I said earlier, I think it's quite realistic way to do things. So, yeah, let us know in the comments what you think. And with that, I'll leave it here. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and drop us a comment. A huge thank you to all my patrons and channel members whose names are on screen now. Your support makes these videos possible. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the recommended video below or subscribe and help us on the road to 50,000 subscribers. And I will see you next time.